cold. Thank you. What?
Memorial Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Clemson Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, checking in pregame with the Miami head coach. He is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Reese?
Appreciate that, Holly. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Kringle. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Got enough for the first. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
What's that about, Fletcher?
The Canes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Trying play action. It's complete on the right side. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know, receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. And you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Mensa unloads to the wideout.
Oh, pick it off, man.
Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
The handoff to Johnson. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. It's a thing at Clemson to run downhill, literally, usually when they enter the stadium. But sometimes it feels like this running game's doing that.
They run down the hill, and a lot of times they don't stop, Reese, because they keep the tempo and they keep the foot on the gas, and that's what Clemson's kind of built this offense on is tempo, trying to wear you out, and they slip in the run game and the quick passing game. And
maybe a crease. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Nine-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. The offense changing the play. Second down, they'll go to the air. He'll take a deep shot here. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
The Tigers come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to run for it. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. At the end of that play, whistles blowing as they check on an injured Tiger. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. Using his legs, it's Davidson. He breaks a tackle. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. Oh, and a move. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They give it to him again. And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. Timeout called by Clemson. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. They're going to mark him down, and where that spot is looks as if it's going to be just a hair short of the first down. Fourth down and inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go for it. And they'll make the tackle for no gain, get the stop, and get the ball back.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Here's Mensah to throw. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
He'll keep it on 2nd down. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale.
What's that in your face?
So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and
nice.
now it's fourth down. The Hurricanes will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. All the way back to the 15. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Wants to fire on second down. Escapes the pressure to his right. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Defense just didn't have an answer there on the slant throw. Once the completion was made, they just couldn't get to the ball carrier and get him down on the ground.
And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Johnson.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
I tell you what, to get home to the quarterback and force pressure while just rushing 3 allows your back end to cover so much space. Now you got 8 guys in coverage. It makes you really dynamic in the back end of your defense.
Quarterback making adjustments. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Working that left side now. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Looking for room. It's Fletcher. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Got his man to the left. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. And the Hurricanes peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Motion from the wide receiver. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, you've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Send the tight end in motion. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Offense gets set for second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Bully ball on third and short. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. Clemson calls it second timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Canes trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Trying to run, it's Fletcher. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Hurricanes! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The run inside. It's Johnson. Shakes off the defender. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. They push it out to the 39 after picking up 5. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Maybe some room here.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw.
Touchdown, Tiger. Once he got some room, it was over.
Nice job putting the drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And he made the extra point without problem. Coming out with it, it's Pringle. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Throwing, Mensah unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Looking downfield very late in the half. He uncorks one deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Gonna run it. It's Fletcher. They make the stop. It'll be fourth down. The defense does have a timeout to use if they want to try to put up points before the half. Now the Tigers will take their final timeout of the half. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. He'll field the punt and look for room. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? First play of the drive, wants to throw. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Unloads it downfield. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We begin with Texas Tech taking on the number 5 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's the Red Raiders in front right now as they look to get back over 500. And this is kind of the point in the season where you find out who you are. Week 5, a crossroads. Can this group find the right path?
Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here.
Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Back to pass on second down. Oh, they're after him. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Looks as if he's going to run it.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Incomplete, and they got a hand on that right at the line of scrimmage.
You know, as an offense, when you're trying to complete these tunnel screens, you're going to have to be able to negotiate some of these defenders near the line of scrimmage. They're all looking to swat it away. Good job by the defense there.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Clemson will send the punt team out. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Punt, and he's got room. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
Man, that is exactly how you execute an RPO. Like, quick read, get the ball out of your hand, get it to your receiver in space really quickly on target, and you can make big plays. They made that RPO look so smooth and so effortless.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll go right back to the run. Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Gets rid of it. Just a short pass to the tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Going to the run, it's Fletcher. Just ran over it. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Give to the running back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to 1st and goal, but great job on 1st and goal. Getting the tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this offense in a more difficult situation and trying to end this drive by only giving up a field goal.
Mensa fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Fires on the move.
Oh my God, he threw it like a fucking retard.
Yeah, some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Looking for space, it's Fletcher. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Here's Mensa to throw. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. If you plan to deal with the Tigers, you better be able to handle their defensive front. They have a whole legacy of this dating back to the fridge, William Perry.
Big old legacy, and it seems like every year they rotate so many guys that are so highly recruited, so good. Just great players. They're always big and strong and fast and physical, and they get after your quarterback.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. So now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Here's Darian Mensa to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And the punt will hit at the one, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He'll run it again. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Clemson jumps to the line.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Going to take a shot. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
They'll give it to Johnson. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, it's
why is he throwing it like
the
that?
Worst possible time. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
He didn't lead him or nothing. He threw it right to him.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. Here's the heat. Back open in the middle. There he goes. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
They're working that left side. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7.
You know, as a coach, you have to love the progression your quarterback has made. After that nightmare of a performance a week ago, throwing 3 picks, he was able to put it behind him. He looks like a totally different player this week.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
Never getting stopped on that second down. Don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Trying to barge their way in. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
And man, that's a good job by this defense. Great job being physical, penetrating, getting in the backfield, 3rd and goal, expecting run, getting in there, and now forcing a decision for this offense, forcing the 4th down and goal.
And he got it! And now the lead is extended a little further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
In this moment of the game, late, you need your quarterback to be playing his best football. This is when you need him to be the most accurate and to make the best decisions, and he has not yet completed a throw here in the 4th quarter. That is bad news for this offense.
Going for it all. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's taking a deep shot. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation and put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Rides to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And telling the coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ldee if they can stop him on 3rd down. Running inside. It's Pringle. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining.
Well, the runner paid the price on that one. Nobody blocked the middle linebacker. He came through that hole unencumbered and laid the lumber on that tackle for loss.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Steps away to find some room. He just threw it away on 4th down. I get not wanting to have the turnover, but I think he'd want to keep that one alive a little longer.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They're ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Pressure coming. Avoids pressure on the right. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. A 1st down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Here's a throw downfield late. And that pass will be incomplete, and time has run out on this game.